I'm gonna chuck us over towards Daredevil,
Sure.
and I know that we can't really touch on Defenders because of embargo, massive embargo. But I'll touch more so on seasons 1 and 2 of Daredevil. Particularly in season 2, we notice there's been quite a big shift in the relationship between Foggy and Matt. And do you sort of feel, I guess, that that's definitely going to carry over across into like how things happen in Defenders and then also in season 3 of Daredevil?
Well, to be honest, I said this at another convention, and I didn't mean it in any sort of disrespectful kind of way. But like, I'm a human being. I got a lot of stuff going on in my life, and I spend very little time thinking about what's going to happen with the characters and the upcoming stuff, and the main reason for that is because our writers are amazing, and the folks at Marvel and Netflix also do a really good job of giving the fans what they want, or at least that's been my impression so far. So I just kind of leave it up to the professionals and do my job, hopefully. And, I haven't been disappointed so far, and I hope the fans haven't either. And I get excited about reading the scripts and as they come in and seeing what will happen.
I was wondering, when you got the character of Foggy, you mentioned before you weren't really much of a comic book fan. Did you rush out and try and do as much research into the character from past comics, or what did you do?
So normally I would do a lot of research. I was still in Berlin finishing the Hunger Games movies when I got the job. And I wrapped those, I think it was I wrapped June 18th, I flew home the 19th, and my son was born June 20th. And then I was in New York on the 30th of June starting to shoot. So I had a newborn, and I just moved my family across the United States, and was in full-on panic mode. So I did zero research going into the job in the beginning. And I was definitely having a panic attack about it. That being said, sort of like what I touched on before, so, the people from Marvel and Netflix and also Charlie was a really big help. I felt really comfortable. There was a lot of people around me sort of pointing me in the right direction. And I think it was one of those situations where I just kind of had to trust the people around me and sort of, I guess recognize that they knew a lot more about it than I did.
Working with Charlie behind the scenes, obviously he's not actually blind, but I did want to ask if there was ever any occasions where you guys would play any pranks or anything on him?
No, it's not really like a big prank kind of set. And not that Charlie doesn't have a great sense of humor, or Deborah or anybody, but it's TV, so, and we have a lot to shoot in a very short amount of time, especially given all the fight stuff that they do and the special effects that they have. I remember there was one day where we shot 14 and a half pages in a day, which is insane. So I think once we're on set, there's a tremendous focus from everybody to get everything done. However, there has been days where we haven't been able to stop laughing, and usually it's because I can't say a certain line. I think it was during season 2. I said something like, or the line was something like, the guy isn't the freshest fish, or something like that, and I couldn't say it, and it was literally take 39, and I was like, fresh up fish? I was like, oh, yeah. And everyone was laughing. So there's not really a lot of pranks, but we do have a good time,
Yeah.
I guess for you, what's been your favourite, scene or moment playing Foggy? So been
any scene that I get to sit down or lay down. There was a hospital scene, I think in season 2. I think it was season 2. And I was laying in a bed, and they were like, we're going to relight this and change anything around. Do you want to take a break? And I was like, no, good right here.
Yeah.
Good right here. And a lot of people ask me too, they're like, do you ever want to, get involved in any of the fighting stuff? And I'm like, not even a little bit. You know what I mean? Like, doesn't sound great to me, I don't want to be in tights on a bridge in the middle of winter at 4 o'clock in the morning fighting someone else. Doesn't sound dope to me. I'm not a very violent guy. You know what I mean? Like, I sort of, I like to relax.